Well, you're watching TVC Breakfast, where public affairs analyst Daniel Akinlami joins me now to look at the level of preparation by INEC for Saturday's polls. Thank you for joining us this morning on TVC Breakfast. It's 24 hours to the election, and an organization, Center for Democracy, is saying that where card readers malfunction, it should be termed zero votes, nothing else. Even if the names of the voters are on the register, just say that nothing happened there. What do you make of this?
Well, I think at this point it's coming late. That demand is coming late.
Really?
Yeah, because INEC is prepared to go ahead in tomorrow's election with the same template that was used on February 23rd. Don't forget that the template that was used in the last presidential election was such that initially INEC said there won't be incident form. They made provision for another form where people's biometric can be taken. They will thumbprint and be allowed to vote. So it's still the same thing that is going to take place tomorrow. But how transparent
is that process?
Is what, you know, we still need to look at after all these elections.
When you say how transparent that process is, well, what do you mean? What do you have issues with?
I think with the plan on ground, what was expected is that this particular election should be a progress.
An improvement from?
Yes, improvement from
2015?
What happened in 2015.
Okay.
And I think INEC played a key role in pushing for the amendment of the Electoral Act. As early as 2016, the work has started on that. That card reader, the card reader machine can become legally valid. And then they also add some other provisions in that bill having to do with electronic.
So how is this hindering the transparency of the process?
But I think where we actually miss it and where the problem started from is the inability of the president to sign that electoral bill into law. So now INEC was now forced to make do with a temporary arrangement to safeguard the sanity of the whole process. That's what brought about that form, where people have to thumbprint, yes, in place of the incident form.
All right.
So there was another form where people had to thumbprint, and which INEC explained that it would be subject to verification as well.
So are you saying that if we had, if the president had signed that bill into law, we wouldn't be having such forms and
yes,
wouldn't be talking about?
We won't be talking about all these incident form, biometric form,
but wouldn't,
and all those.
Wouldn't we be disenfranchising some persons?
Well, I think beyond this issue of the incident form, INEC still has, they have to work more on this card reader. This is like the major general election after about 3 or 4 states governorship election in the past 2-3 years. Okay. So INEC should still find a way to work on this card reader so that people are not disenfranchised. Because as it is now, even if it's legalized, if it becomes an instrument of the law for voting in Nigeria, how do we cope with a population of people not being able to have their TVC identified and not being able to vote? Because we'll all be subjected to using card reader if it's legalized.
All right, then let's move forward now to the areas of security. There has been calls that the army shouldn't be allowed access, you know, to be part of the process. But then, can the police handle the issues that happen when we have elections?
You know, sometimes it gets disturbing how we've come about our systems in Nigeria. It's really disturbing because there are some things that are norms, they are proper, but you get to see when you get down to practicality here, they don't turn out to be the way things are supposed to be. For example, the election is supposed to be the major work of the police to undo.
That is what the law actually says. But you see, I'm afraid we have to drop it at this point because we've run out of time. But thank you, Daniel Akinlami, for your time on TVC Breakfast.